When you have a strong mindset and you have a great discipline, worth ethic, you're going to get more done. You're going to achieve your goals. You're going to move closer to your dreams. You're going to have everything in life that you want, because the distance between where you are and where you want to go mostly is your habits, your discipline. Are you doing the things that you need to do to get to the goals that you want to get to? Or are you procrastinating? Are you waiting for to be in the right mood? Are you waiting for the right moment? That's not how you achieve amazing things. Hi, I'm Croix, and if you don't know, I'm kind of an expert on discipline because I ran across America. I ran a marathon a day for 100 consecutive days. Now, that's not a story for this video, but that's where my expertise comes from in terms of how do you push through when you really don't feel like you're doing it, when you have so much pain that there's tears coming down your face, when you're so tired that you're collapsing to the ground almost, when you're so bored that you just will do anything but to keep going. How do you push through? That's where the discipline habit comes in to achieve the things that you want to achieve. So how do you not procrastinate? How do you get up and do the things you have to do when you feel like procrastinating? You feel like watching another Netflix episode. You feel like watching another 10 minutes of doom scrolling on Instagram or whatever. How do you get up and get out of that position? Get out of that being stuck, being imagine like a bear holding you onto the couch. You're stuck on the couch and you just don't want to get up, as if a bear is holding you there, which it's not really. You know that, of course, but that's kind of what it feels like sometimes. Like there's something just holding you back, tying you, gluing you, magnetically keeping you from moving forward to the goals you want. How do you change your discipline so that you wake up in the morning, you go right to the gym, you eat well, you lose weight, you get your six-pack back, and you're in the healthiest stage of your life, no matter what your age? That's all discipline. And discipline isn't sacrifice. It isn't like, oh my gosh, this is so hard. Discipline is being aligned with the goal that you want so ruthlessly that you'll do anything to get there. That's part of it, is that you've got to have a purpose, a mission, a goal, a dream, whatever it is that's going to pull you there. That's the easy way. And so you have a goal. Like when I was running across America, there wasn't anything that was going to stop me. I was going to finish no matter what, even if I had to crawl, even if I had to sit on a skateboard and push my way to the finish line. There was nothing that was going to stop me from reaching my goal. And so that's the one way. If you have a mission, a purpose, or a dream, a goal that's that intense, it's going to make it much, much easier for you to do the things you need to do to get to where you want to go. And so what if you don't have that? What if it's, you want to lose weight, but you're like, this isn't a mission. It's not a goal. I just kind of really want it. Well, then you have to build the mental discipline, the mental habit to get it done. And then you have to, so for that to happen, you have to set yourself up for success. So if you want to lose weight, as an example, if you want to lose weight, get rid of the bad food in your house that you know is not conducive, not going to help you get to the weight goal you want. If you need to go to the gym, then set your clothes out the night before. So when you wake up, you put your clothes on, you go out the door, you go for a run, go to the gym, whatever you're going to do to exercise, get more activity in. What if you're distracted by social media, doom scrolling? You find yourself, you look at your stats on your phone, and it's like, holy cow, I just spent 3 hours today on, the different social medias, because it'll show you all that. If you look at those stats, and that might be enough to shock you out of the doom scrolling. It's like, holy cow, this is really I'm wasting my life to do nothing except doom scrolling on idiot stuff that's on social media. And so how do you do that? How do you get rid of that? Well, you can delete your account from your phone, so you can't just you can't just look at it on your phone. You can take your phone and put it in the other way. So I'm working on my laptop and I have my phone sometimes, it's in a different room, or it's turned around and it's upside down and it's with all the notifications off, and it's on the other side of my laptop, so I can't see it. I can't see anything. It's not there. It's not in sight, because if you see it, even if it's off to the side subconsciously, even if there's no notifications, that phone being there will distract you and you'll want to pick it up. It's a habit. You ever hear a phantom ringing or phantom notifications where you have your phone in your pocket, you think you got a notification, you think you felt the buzz, you think you heard the sound, you take it out, there's no notifications? That's because we're so connected to that habit that we automatically think that it's happening, so we got to go look. If we can see it there, it's going to distract us and we're going to go look at the phone. If it's right there, so put it away, put it somewhere else. And so that way, I'm not going to look at social media much on my laptop, because it's not terribly convenient like it is on the phone. The phone is just so easy to just sit there and scroll and scroll and scroll. And so I'm not going to do it, so I put the phone away. So that's a way to do it. You got to set yourself up for the wins. You got to set yourself up for success. You got to make it easy to win. whatever that is. If you need to focus, sometimes I need to write and I need to focus, but my mind's just not there. And sometimes, you just can't get there so easily. Some days, boom, 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 I'm working, I'm focused. There's like nothing gonna stop me. I'm typing out like a crazy man, and I'm getting all this work done. I'm in focus, I'm in flow, and everything's working great. But other days, like I can't get my mind to focus for anything sometimes. So I got to pull in some of these tricks, some of these tactics, some of these habits. And so what I'll do sometimes when it's really bad, I'll put earphones on, I'll play the same song, I'll make it repeat. It has no lyrics. It's just like a really nice sort of white noise, but musically, like it's instrumental, so it's pretty. I like listening to it. I let it repeat. So that way there's nothing distracting me. It blocks out all of the noise. I got the big earphones on, and I can't hear anything other than this noise, which is very softly in my ears. So it's not distracting me. Lyrics only, something really calm and chill, something that's going to help you focus. And this particular song that I like puts me into the state of work. I got a really good connection to this song in terms of good moments. So I play this music in the background and it's boom, work time. And so I'll do that. Then I'll put my hoodie on. I'll wear a hoodie and I'll put the hoodie on so I can't see anything except right there. No phone, no sound, no noise, nothing. And that will often do it. So if I'm procrastinating when I should be working on my computer, writing, doing business work, office work, whatever it is, that's what I'll do. Set yourself up for success. And then if you do it, and you do it with the intention that, like, I'm going to do this, start with 15 minutes. You do this for 15 minutes, I'm doing nothing else, absolutely nothing else for 15 minutes. Then at 15 minutes, you can decide, you know what, I'm going to keep going, or I'm going to take a break. And then you can be on the social media for a couple minutes. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could be, because at least you did the 15 minutes. I would recommend doing like 45, because that's about the maximum time that we can ideally focus on one subject without a break, unless we're in a true state of flow. If you're in a true state of flow, this actually can go on for hours. But in a normal state of work, normal focus state, about 45 minutes is what we can handle before we need some sort of a break. Take a sip of water, take a sip of tea, coffee, whatever you like. Check your email, whatever other things you need to check. Make sure there are no notifications that are actually important. But about 45 minutes. But if you're in a true state of flow, hours. Artists get lost in this true state of flow for hours. When I'm writing, sometimes I could lose time, and hours and hours and hours will pass by and I won't even realize it, because I'm just there. I'm just 100% focused. But that doesn't always happen. So we need these other techniques to get us into that flow state, to get us, or at least into the focus state, and then hopefully we get into the flow state as well. And so you have forced work where you're just doing it because you know you need to do it. Then you have focus work where you're in the state of getting it done. And so maybe you're not happy, maybe you're not loving it, maybe you're not in flow, but you're getting it done and you're moving in the right direction. And then flow state is when a whole world disappears and you're just getting your work done. And so you have to set yourself up for success in whatever that takes. And then when you do this enough times, you will create that discipline so that you don't have to go to these extreme measures most of the time. You don't have to go to these extreme measures to get into that focus state, to do the thing you need to do, to have the discipline that you want to have. You won't have to do these. The more you do it, the more you set up a pattern in your mind, your emotions, your physicality, the easier it will get, and the less you'll have to use these other strategies to be able to get into that state. So if you want to be in the habit of going to the gym, but you haven't worked out in years, many years, well, it's going to take more than just a few days to get into the habit of going to the gym. I'm still, to this point, like, I'll go through stages of, like, I'm going to the gym. I don't think about it, I just go there. But then you have, maybe a minor injury, or you get sick, you're not feeling good, you get the cold, you get a stomach bug, whatever, and it takes you out of the gym for a few days. Then getting back to it is just like, man, this relaxing thing without going to the gym, it's not so bad. You kind of feel sort of good. And so you have to go back, and that's the other part of it, is if you got to take that first action. And then the next day, you got to take the action again. And then the next day, you got to take it again until you click again and get back into that momentum of moving towards the goal that you want to achieve. Going to the gym, staying focused on work, knocking out your taxes, saving money, paying off debt, whatever the thing is that you need to do, this is how you have to do it. You got to set yourself up for success. You've got to do it until it becomes an easier behavior. Then you got to do it some more until it becomes a habit. Then you got to do it some more until it's truly ingrained into your mind, your emotions, and your physicality, so that this is something that just happens and it just becomes who you are, because that's the final stage, is that is your identity. Now you can go through this the slow way, and this is what happens in many, many, many cases, but sometimes you can get it like that. People who stop smoking, as an example, just one day, some people, they just stop smoking and they never smoke again. Not because they, like, I'm going to stop smoking today, is because for some reason something clicked, something shifted, and they just stopped. Or one day somebody just starts going to the gym, starts eating healthy, and that's it. They never have to struggle to lose weight and get fit and stay healthy and go to gym, because something shifted within their mindset, that, and within their emotions, that that's the person who they are in that moment. You can decide that that's who you are in the moment. You can decide that. You can just sit there, you can meditate, mindfulness, get quiet, and decide who you want to be, and just say, and decide and say, you know what, this is it. This is my moment. I'm cutting off all other decisions. This is who I'm going to be. And then do that every day. And if you fall or you falter or you get distracted or you fall off track just a little bit, don't let that be like, oh my gosh, I lost one, I missed one exercise, one day exercising, and so I got to start all over. This whole thing is terrible. No, you don't. Realize that not every day is perfect, and just get back to it the next day, and never let more than a few days go of doing things. So imagine you're in a relationship and you don't tell that person you love them. You forget one day, you don't tell them you love them. No big deal. Maybe they don't even realize. You don't tell them for 2 days. Well, okay, maybe that other person's going to start realizing. You don't tell them for a week. They're going to be like, well, what's going on? I haven't been told he loves me for a week. And if it goes on for a month or 6 months or a year, that's creating problems. That marriage is not going to last. Well, it's the same thing for everything in your life, whether it's weight loss, it's exercise, making money, being fit, being mentally, emotionally healthy. All these things happen not by being perfect, but by being consistent. That's the key, by being consistent. And when you identify as that person, it makes it so much easier to be consistent and get to the goals and the results that you want.